Hi everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today we're talking about our accounting programs that are offered through McMaster University's Centre for Continuing Education, as well as CPA Ontario and earning your designation or certificate. My name is Anne Dwyer. I'm a program manager with McMaster University Centre for Continuing Education, and I will be co-facilitating today's session. I would also like to introduce you to and to welcome Sean Mellon, a student recruiter with CPA Ontario, who will be co-facilitating today's session. The agenda for today's preview is as follows. I will provide a high-level overview of McMaster University Centre for Continuing Education's accounting programs and pathways. We will review various features and benefits within those various program pathways, and we'll touch upon the learning formats available to you if you're looking to take courses through continuing education at McMaster University. We will review again at a high level some admission requirements, and I will then hand the microphone over to Sean Mellon, and Sean will provide you with some high-level information on CPA Ontario, what it takes to become a CPA, and the various benefits as a CPA designation holder. So CCE, McMaster University Centre for Continuing Education, offers 4 programs in accounting. They are standalone university-level programs that students can either take and make use towards their professional education. Our programs are also weighted against undergraduate credit. So they are modeled after undergraduate credit at McMaster University, and students who are interested may actually use that credit towards undergraduate degree studies at McMaster University. So in terms of which pathway, which program is right for you, it really depends on what you've done before coming to CCE and where you're headed. So let's take a look at the various program pathways. Just a note before we look at those individual pathways at accounting here at McMaster, I want to highlight the CPA credentials that many of our learners pursue in tandem with a McMaster University diploma, certificate, or even degree. This will help you identify which CCE accounting program pathway is right for you. So CPA offers 2 credentials, both of which are designed to help you achieve career success at different levels. The CPA designation is a globally recognized business and accounting credential, and Sean will provide insight into the CPA designation shortly. As an alternative to the CPA designation, CPA Canada issues a certificate, an ACAF certificate, which is Advanced Certificate in Accounting and Finance. It's a separate education program. It is not a designation. It is a certificate. So we actually offer pathways towards the CPA ACAF, and as well as a McMaster University credential at the end of that pathway. So let's look at how CCE's programming aligns with the CPA designation and ACAF pathway. As mentioned, McMaster University offers 4 academic programs in accounting. Our diploma in accounting and our certificate in advanced accounting are well suited for individuals who want a university level credential, or for those who plan to work towards a CPA designation. If you've not studied accounting before at the post-secondary level, or if you've only studied a few of the foundation or core level courses, you'd be well suited for a diploma in accounting, which is really a full breadth of accounting courses and specialist courses. If you have completed core foundation courses at the post-secondary education level, be that college or university, and you're looking to really specialize or hone in on advanced topics, specialist topics, you might consider the certificate in advanced accounting. Learners can pursue a university level certificate, be it the diploma or the certificate, with an opportunity to apply credit towards degree studies, all while pursuing a CPA designation. So it's a 2-in-1 credential that is recognized by CPA, and it's a really win-win situation. It's a great credential opportunity. So I just want to show you, with regard to the diploma in accounting and our certificate in advanced accounting, I just want to show you a equivalency chart. These are the courses. Let me just share my screen. So this chart here is our prerequisite equivalencies that CPA recognizes towards their professional education, their prep. So this chart is too big to put on one screen, but if you go to our website, there will be a link that will actually pull this site up, and CPA Sean may speak to this in a moment as well. So there are a series of courses, preparatory courses that are available here at Continuing Education, McMaster University. You'd see that under the equivalent course listing here. All of these courses are recognized by CPA as satisfying prerequisite studies for entrance into their PEP program. So for those who are looking to pursue a CPA designation but want to be affiliated with the CPA, or again want a university level credential, we actually have two programs that are now accredited through CPA, which is our ACAF equivalency. So McMaster University Center for Continuing Education offers a diploma in advanced accounting and finance, as well as a certificate in advanced accounting and finance. And those programs are designed for individuals who are interested in writing the CPA National ACAF examination. So I just want to highlight some of the benefits and features of taking programming through McMaster University Center for Continuing Education. There are many features and benefits, some of which I've already alluded to. McMaster CC is known for its academic caliber, flexible study options, and top quality course facilitators who are not just knowledgeable and experts within the field, but they're actual practitioners. So they're able to bring the real world to the classroom. And that's a win-win situation for students, because you're not only the knowledge necessary in order to become well-versed in a particular topic area, but you have the real world experience based on the practitioners who are in the classroom and are actually able to bring the timely and live actual real-world examples. We also want to make it easier for you to achieve your academic goals, which is why we offer courses in both in-person and online self-study formats, providing you choice and convenience. So choosing part-time studies at Continuing Education, McMaster University, allows you to complete an academic program while you continue to work and meet your personal and professional demands. Choosing our online self-study provides even more convenience, as you can study anywhere at any time. And we have students from around the world taking our accounting programs in our online self-study format. I just want to speak briefly to our learning formats. As I mentioned, our courses are offered either face-to-face or online study. And we have designed the program and the various options to meet your needs, availability, and learning preferences. Our online self-study format provides continuous bi-monthly intake, so you don't have to wait a full semester to start a given course. You can pretty much sign up at any time throughout the year. For convenience, courses are delivered as asynchronous, so you don't have to worry about being present online at a specified time. You essentially sign in, complete your coursework at a time that's convenient for you. And those taking an OSS, online self-study format, can either work at the course pace, and this is an important point to note. You can either work according to the course dates and finish at the end date posted. All courses have a final exam. Or you can actually accelerate through the course material, submitting assignments ahead of deadline and actually scheduling your final exam ahead of the actual course. I advise students to anticipate dedicating anywhere from 9 to 12 hours per week per course if in fact you're studying in our online self-study format. If taking an in-person course offering, you can choose to study either part-time. We offer classes throughout the year, 3 semesters, fall, winter, and spring. Typically, an in-person part-time course will run once a week for 3 hours. We also offer our courses, the accounting program, Accounting Diploma, in a full-time equivalency or fast track. And that will start in September and it runs through until the end of July. You may also sign up for or see a particular course offered in a blended format, which is a combination of in-class sessions with online self-study. And it is important to note, we have had some students question, you know, if I sign up for an online self-study course, does that mean I have to complete the requirements in that format? And the answer to that is absolutely not. You can sign up for whichever format best suits your schedule at a given time. So if one semester you're not available to attend face-to-face, you can sign up for online self-study. The next semester you might sign up for a course that's face-to-face. Just briefly, I will highlight the admission requirements because there are general admission requirements, as well as some of our pathways have very specific course and program admission requirements, prerequisites. Our accounting programs are open enrollment, and this means that there is no formal application, but there are admission requirements for each of the accounting programs offered through McMaster University's Center for Continuing Ed. To enroll in any of our diploma or certificate programs, learners must have an Ontario Secondary School diploma or equivalent, or be deemed a mature student as defined in our undergraduate calendar at McMaster University. And there are instances, very few, but where someone doesn't fall within either of those categories, and they apply and register as an exceptional case. So to enroll in any of our diploma or certificate programs, in addition to the academic requirements, students must meet the minimum English language proficiency requirements if for those learners whose first language is not English. And in addition to the general entrance requirements, as I mentioned a moment ago, some of our programs in accounting do have specific admission program prerequisites. By way of example, our certificate in advanced accounting is only available to those who have completed our introductory and intermediate, introductory intermediate level financial and management accounting courses prior to beginning coursework here at McMaster University. So by way of example, if you've studied introductory financial, introductory management accounting at University of Athabasca, but completed our intermediate level here, you would not be eligible to take the certificate in advanced accounting. You'd actually be directed to our diploma in accounting and apply for transfer credit for those intro and intermediate level courses. Likewise, our diploma in advanced accounting and finance, which is our program that's aimed at those pursuing their ACAF certification through CPA, that program is only open to those who completed, in essence, the equivalent of our diploma in accounting. So again, core courses which would include your intro, intermediate level financial management accounting courses, as well as business law. And finally, our certificate in advanced accounting and finance, which is again part of the ACAF pathway available here at McMaster University, is open only to those who have completed core level courses and our specialist courses. So in essence, the diploma in accounting plus business law. The certificate in advanced accounting and finance really focuses on the applied courses. Our other programming offers the again, the diploma in advanced accounting and finance. You'd be steered towards that program if you still had some of the foundation or core courses, the technical courses to complete. That, again, in a nutshell, a very high level, is kind of an overview of McMaster accounting programs and pathway. I will hand things over now to Sean Mellon, who again I'd like to welcome, and we're going to review a bit about CPA and CPA Ontario, and then we'll circle back and address questions. Sean.
All right, thank you, Anne, and welcome everybody. I apologize if I'm sniffling. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, not looking feeling as chipper as I look in this photo here, but I'm excited to talk to you about the CPA designation and what it's all about. And at the end, we'll certainly answer your questions. And one of my roles as promoting the designation is to offer advisement. So you will have my contact information shared with you. Please do feel free to reach out to me anytime booking advisements. It is one of the metrics that I've done. So anytime you reach out to ask questions and get some guidance, you really are doing me a favor. So I couldn't encourage you any more to do so. So the CPA designation, we we are the trusted financial experts. What's really exciting about CPAs is that, you drive down the highway and you look at every single company and every single organization you can think of, and you're going to find CPAs there. They're the people that understand. They speak the language of business. And the language of business is what? It's the numbers. It's the data. Every single organization, their entire survival depends on people that really understand what's happening in their organization, what's happening in their industry, and that story is told through those numbers. And so we really hear from CPAs, particularly that are early in their career, is you really get taken very seriously at a very early stage, and that's because you really have that business knowledge. One of the best pieces of advice I got from a major firm partner, he said that, Sean, the best skill in business, the most important skill is decision making. Can you make a better decision than the next person with the same data set? And that's what the CPA designation and training is all about, the ability to let you make a decision, to be an influencer in business. And that's why when you look up CPAs on LinkedIn and you find out where they are within their organizations, they're in leadership positions. They're leading change. How do you be a leader? How do you enact change? You have to be able to understand what those numbers mean, and you need to be able to communicate those to a way that those don't understand. People don't understand. So you become a member of CPA Ontario. If you become a CPA, you'll be part of the CPA Ontario membership. So why that's important? We are the largest province. We have the largest amount of members, and you'll find that the CPAs are very much a community of giving back. So when you get your designation, it's an important milestone, but it's just the very beginning of a long career journey. There's professional development that is built into the process. There's an incredible network of people to tap into. There literally is a phone that you can call as a CPA member to talk to senior members if you're having a challenging issue with your work or your financial statements or anything like that. And what's really interesting, to highlight the point that I just mentioned, if you look at the top 50 companies in Canada. The top 50 companies have over 500 CPAs in senior executive level positions. How do you become a top 50 company in Canada? You have a bunch of CPAs that work there that really understand the numbers, can make good, thoughtful decisions, navigate change, and build their company and their growth moving forward. So I'm not sure if you have had any thoughts about travel. In my background in education, I spent a number of years in China and in Korea, and it's a really fabulous experience. Now, the thing about travel, of course, is that you can go to most countries on your own, but you can't live there or work there. You need a special designation. Doctors can do it, lawyers can do it. Doctors can do it, teachers can do it, and CPAs can do it as well. We have 13,000 CPAs living around the world right now. The average salary of CPAs abroad is $271,000. For countries such as United Kingdom, UAE, Switzerland, Hong Kong, Bermuda, those are salaries north of $300,000. If you're looking to stay somewhere more domestically, these are some of the salaries that you can expect, not right when you get your designation, but it isn't uncommon to find CPAs within 5 years of being designated to be north of $100,000. Now, I hesitate to show the slide for a number of reasons, and one is that if we know having no money can certainly be a cause of stress and unhappiness, but if you look at lottery winners a year later, they won $60 million. They generally report that money didn't really provide them the happiness that they're looking for. I think money is obviously a very important thing, and there is a huge investment that you're making towards a designation, and you will see the returns on that. But to me, the most interesting part of the designation, and I talk to thousands of CPA members each year, what I find that is most attractive is that they're happy. They're happy with the work they're doing because you are in demand for every single organization in every possible industry. What that means is you have choice. And when you have choice, you can really start to carve out, what kind of impact do I want to have? Do I want to work in the financial sector? Do I want to work for a nonprofit? Do I want to work for charities? Do I want to work abroad? Do I want to have flexible, working arrangements? Do I want to work from home? All of these options are afforded to you because you have that designation, and you're going to be, fielding calls from recruiters on a regular basis, knowing where it is you want to work. So to me, yeah, the salary is great, and the ability to travel is fantastic, but ultimately, you're looking at a long career where you have to spend every single day at work. Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to have impact on what you do? And do you want to have choice? By far, I think, is what makes the designation so attractive. So what's really interesting is when I talk to students, there's a lot of preconceived notions about what accountants do and where they work. And of course, the age-old, perception is that accountants work in audit or tax, or what we call public practice. So you may have heard sort of the big four firms, Deloitte, KPMG, EY, and some of the mid-markets like M&P, BDO, Grant Thornton. When we look at all of the CPAs that work in all of public practice, that actually only represents 18%. So where's the other 82? They're every organization in every industry. They're in the financial sector. They're working for government. They're working for food service, entertainment. Everywhere you can imagine, every organization has a CPA there in a leadership position. 75% of all chief financial officers in Canada are CPAs. Well, that number really shouldn't surprise you. What does a CFO have to do? They need to know their financials, but more than that, they need to be able to stand up in front of their boardroom as an influencer and say, look, this is what these numbers are telling us. I speak the language of business here. Let me tell you, as a fluent speaker of this language, what this means and where we need to go. And 1 in 15 CPAs own their own business. So we're talking about 200,000 members in Canada. That's a pretty staggering amount. You develop these business skills, you do a lot of consulting. It's a matter of time before a lot of CPAs say, you know what, I'm going to do this for myself. So this is really the path towards the designation. You need a degree, a university level degree of 120 credit hours, but that degree can be in any subject from any country. So if you are a new or recent Canadian and you have a degree in your home country, whether it be from accounting or it's in biology, it doesn't matter, that degree will be recognized. So we need to see your degree plus that blue box, these 14 prerequisite subject areas. And you'll notice that those 14 were the middle column of what Anne showed you earlier. So if you keep in mind this little blue box, you look at these 14 prerequisites, these are the middle of this column right here. And what's so nice about the program here at McMaster is that they've created a program that will very quickly get you those prerequisites, because it's almost one-to-one match for subject to course, with the exception of intermediate management accounting and taxation. Many other universities and colleges that have degree level programs will have 2 or 3 courses required for each subject area. So it really is a very accelerated pathway that McMaster has developed for you. So the other issue here is, if you do not have a degree, but you have been working in industry for 10 years, you can get an exemption from that. So you can, it's called the mature student pathway. You have to apply for it to get approved, but if you've been working in a kind of, even a junior into accounting or finance role, and you've been working for 10 years full time, then you can actually go around that degree requirement and just take those prerequisite technical courses for entry into our program. So if you have a degree, a diploma, or you've been taking college level programs, college level credits won't give you the credits you need for the CPA designation, but it may be possible to transition some of your college credits into a university and have the university recognize it that way. Again, that's something we can have a conversation about during an advisement session. So after you have met all the prerequisites, you've got a degree or your 10 years of mature student status and the prerequisites from McMaster Continuing Education, then you're ready to join our professional education program. CPA is an education provider as well. So this is a postgraduate program, and it generally takes about 2.5 years to complete. If this map was quote unquote to scale, the green line at the bottom that says practical experience would take up the entire page. This program is designed for you to be working full time. So, as you're sitting back trying to schedule, what is this going to look like? Okay, I'm at McMaster CCE for a year, maybe 1.5 years part-time study. Oh no, I need to go back and study at CPA. Yes, that's true, but you're studying part-time. This program is designed for you to be learning on the job. We know that all of the real learning takes place when you're actually doing, sorry, I shouldn't say all the real learning, but there's extra learning that applies when you're learning on the job, when you're taking theory that you've learned in class and you're putting it into practice. So our 6 modules, Core 1, Core 2, Elective 1, Elective 2, and Capstone 1 and Capstone 2, these are all seasonal based, and they run throughout the year. So you can start Core 1 anytime. The Core 1, Core 2 is when you're going to show a high level understanding of our 6 technical competency areas. Then when you get to the electives, you get to choose, what do you want to be really good at? what kind of work are you doing? If you are working for a firm, you'll probably choose tax and assurance, but if you're out in industry working for a company, it's likely you'll choose performance management and finance, but you have that flexibility to choose that. And then the capstone is where you will get six people that you're assigned with, and just like the real world, you don't get to choose your coworkers. You have to work together, collaborate, make decisions, show professional and ethical behavior. You're going to get a case that you're going to present upon, and then we have our common final exam at the end. One thing I want to point out here that's very important is you can start the professional education program, you can start Core 1 before you have a job or even while you have a job. These two need to be complete for your designation, but they don't have to happen at the same time. It is ideal that you're working and learning part-time. You know, you're doing your Core 1 in the evening, self-study, and then you're applying that knowledge during the day. All of our programs are self-study. We are designing this so that you're working full-time. There won't be interruptions. Any kind of exams will be over the weekend. But the important note here is a practical experience requirement is 30 months long. But if you enter the program and you have previous work experience, full-time paid, we will grant you up to 12 months of previous work experience, as long as it is with the accounting or finance role. It doesn't matter which company you work for, it doesn't matter what your job title is. You could be at an ice cream store, it doesn't matter, as long as you're doing accounting or finance type work within that first year. So if you're unsure whether that experience will count or not, that's a great thing to meet with me about, and I'll coach you through it. But we want to recognize there are a lot of people who will be joining this program who, you know, are already working in industry, who've already had that accounting or finance experience, want to become a CPA, and we want to be able to honor some of that, and so that you're not starting from scratch. This information will get shared with you later on. So within the professional education program I just mentioned, I should go back to that. Getting into our PEP program is pretty black and white. Did you do all the courses? Did you meet the minimum marks? Everyone gets in. But getting a job is up to you. So during this time, you're going to want to take advantage of networking opportunities, employment connection events, talking to the career centers to find those jobs, first of all, that interest you. You know, you want to know what industries and what roles do you want to be targeting, but also to start building your brand and start getting your face and name out there, so when it comes time to find a job that you will be attractive. So we will send you out this link. CPA has events for you. We have networking events, we have employment fairs, we have events specifically targeted new Canadians, where you get the chance to meet CPAs who 3, 4, 5 years ago also came to Canada, also got their designation, and have followed that pathway, who can give you some really strong advice. Now, there's a great quote that I live by, which is, if you go around asking people for a job, you're going to get advice. But if you go around asking people for advice, sometimes you're going to get a job. So let's tap into CPA, register, get onto our mailing list so that we can send you invitations to these events. We have nothing to sell you. The education program is done, you know, here through McMaster, but we do want to be able to give you a chance to come and meet some CPAs, get inspired, meet some employers, so that you're ready to start a job as an aspiring CPA when you're finished this program. So again, that information will get sent out to you after the presentation.
I really encourage you to reach out and stay connected with CPA if this is the field that you're looking to get into. The networking opportunities alone, I mean, you may as well get started now. So I have to stress the importance of really aligning with CPA. If you have further information, further questions, please send us an email at accountmcmaster.ca. Visit our website for detailed information on courses. We have a spring semester that's starting in May, and details on the various courses available this coming spring summer will be on our website, or you can drop us a call, and we're always happy to speak to you. So Sean, any closing words?
Yep, get out there, network, network, network. Thank you for having me.
Thanks very much, everyone. Have a great day.